How many genders are there?
I don't know. I just got here.
Quit funding Republican corporations. It's really easy. Quit buying Wisconsin cheese. Quit shopping at Target. Those are all things we can do. Quit doing Amazon. You know, if we don't give them the money, then they can't do their horror to us. You know, and there's an Indian philosophy. Everybody has two wolves inside of them. Yeah. And the child asks, which one wins? The one you feed is the grandfather's wisdom. So don't feed the ugly corporations and the haters.
Okay. We're boycotting Tesla. I sold my Tesla. I traded it in for a Subaru, actually.
Shut up, Elon! Go home, Elon!
When you already have 300 billion, why do you need more?
Wake up! Fight back!
I have friends who are undocumented.
As a queer person, I've been affected by this. Elon is the biggest clown there is, so I decided to dress up as a clown today.
Elon Musk gonna make Cuba the 51st state.
Tech bro, you're gonna go.
The 51st state, man.
He tweets 200 times a day. The man is on ketamine and he's not well.
These two people are in bed together. They're doing it to everybody, not just to each other. They're doing it to everybody. We're all part of this. It's horrible.
They're gonna kill us first, but you're next.
Fire Elon Musk and send him to Mars, where he belongs.
So it's funny how a billionaire influence is only a problem when the billionaire isn't on their side. When it's Elon Musk, they're saying this is dangerous, he's not elected. But when it was George Soros, Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg pumping millions into politicians and the media and rigging the narrative in their favour, they didn't have a problem with that. So the truth is, it's not about stopping billionaire influence, it's all about controlling who gets to have it, right? As long as you push these people's agenda, they're happy. Complete hypocrites. They don't have any principles at all.
There are only two genders, male and female.
How dare you?
Tired, and we're not gonna stand back. We are wide awoke.
The guy's a criminal. He's unelected, and he needs to go.
Nobody elected him. He's not qualified. He's a racist.
Yeah, so I would actually argue that Joe Biden was far more unqualified and definitely more racist than Elon Musk. And these people never had a problem with that, did they?
A bloodless coup, so nobody thinks there's a coup going on.
He wants to be a king. People don't get it.
Yeah.
He wants to be a king.
He's acting like a king or wannabe dictator. I think it's pathetic.
We have a government where powers are supposed to be separated between equal branches.
Our democracy is being eroded from the inside by people who were not elected to be there.
Because what they're trying to create is an autocracy.
We're going to resist, and we're going to resist together, because nobody can tolerate this.
We will not tolerate a deporter-in-chief.
Enough was enough with the Sieg Heil, the heartfelt autistic salute.
Well, basically what's really going on is it's not going their way. The person they wanted to win didn't win the election, and now things are happening that they don't agree with, and they're protesting it and crying about it and throwing around a bunch of buzzwords, and their new favourite buzzword is unelected. But like I said, if he was doing exactly what they wanted, they wouldn't have a problem with it.
So 4 weeks ago, just me and a friend stood outside the service center in Burbank, and the next day there was 4 of us. Last week we came here and there was 30, and then this week it's just exploding here and across the country. There was like almost 100 here today, and they're all everywhere. He's just been radicalized. His politics have clearly shifted, and we've seen it happen with all our friends and loved ones. They go down the dark side, they go on QAnon, down the internet rabbit hole, and something just happens to them, and it's usually white dudes. Thank you. It's usually some white dude who got picked on when he was a kid.
I was almost beaten to death, if you call that bullied. I was not a happy childhood.
Do you think that Democrats are doing enough?
Absolutely not. They went and stormed the Department of Education building, and one little skinny dude was stopping a whole mob of angry Democrats. It's pathetic. Democrats do not know how to fight. That's literally my single mission. They know how to throw a punch, but when they take a punch back, they run away. And fighting is taking punches and getting bloody. It means our actual leaders need to get arrested.
And you got all these Democrats crying about Trump and Elon, but why don't you look at the reason why you lost? Because the Democrats have gone too extreme. Elon Musk used to be a Democrat. Tulsi Gabbard used to be a Democrat. RFK Jr. was a Democrat. And they've basically seen that, oh no, this party's got a little bit too extreme, and they've become Republican. And this guy is saying it's normally white dudes that got bullied that become Republicans or whatever. But that's not true though, is it? Because if you compare 2016 to 2024, wasn't it like the Latino male vote that actually won Trump the election? So this guy doesn't know what he's talking about he's happy to stand there and protest with his soy latte and complain and say, oh, we need to fight harder, but you're not really going to do the fighting, are you? So once again, not facing any of the issues, crying about the outcome without fixing the problem. That sums the Democrats up right there, doesn't it?
Hi, I'm a teacher from Fairfax County Public Schools. I'm going to give
a medical exemption.
I'm sorry?
Do you have a medical exemption for
I do.
mask? Okay. You've been cleared by staff. Can someone?
Yes, I have. Can I have my full minute, please?
You may.
Thank you.
I'm waiting for staff to give me a thumbs up that the medical exemption was granted.
You know, it's actually embarrassing that you have to ask me that question in front of hundreds of people here. That's discrimination against HIPAA. It is. I can't ask you if you're gay. I can't ask you if you have herpes. You can't ask me about my medical exemption. I can't ask you if you're pregnant. You can't ask me that question.
Would you like your minute now?
I would love my minute, yes. Thank you. I'm a Fairfax County public school teacher, and I'm going to give a message of encouragement to parents and teachers and students who are too afraid to come and speak forward. Parents, the longer that you wait and you don't hold your child's schools accountable gives these guys more time to dictate what's best for your child's physical, mental, and emotional health. Don't be afraid to speak out for your kids because they are voiceless and they rely on you. You should be afraid of them rooting for socialism by the time they get to middle school. Teachers, it may seem that our careers have come to a dead end, but I'm here to remind you we don't work for the school board. We work to mold the next generation of well-rounded American patriots. So don't give up because it is up to us. Students, you are on the front lines of these indoctrination camps. Challenge the staff when you're presented with a ludicrous statement, and do not allow anybody to tell you that you cannot accomplish anything because of your skin color or to hate yourself because of your skin color. Students, it is up to you to be the next generation of victims or victors. And finally, to the board,
We've ended the tyranny of so-called diversity, equity, and inclusion policies all across the entire federal government and indeed the private sector and our military. And our country will be woke no longer.
That right there is comedy gold. Somebody said Trump mentioned DEI and the camera panned to Ilhan Omar. And then this comment said, even The Office couldn't do a cut this funny. This is probably like the best timing I've ever seen from a cameraman. And obviously she's not looking very happy, which just makes it even funnier. Just like the rest of the Democrats. And somebody put this up, comparing how the Democrats reacted the other night and how they wouldn't even stand up and clap for a 13-year-old kid with brain cancer, but they happily took a knee for a convicted criminal.
There are people who are charged with trying to find savings. So yes, it's an attack on government, but it's also an attack on this government. What I mean by that is it's an attack on this government that used to be headed by a black man. It's an attack on this government that almost elected a black woman to the highest office in the land. It's an attack on a government that has been more welcoming and more supportive of people who have come to this country in search for a better life.
So apparently cutting government waste and fraud is now considered racist.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
I had like 8 abortions in total.
We listen but we don't judge.
I had 2 abortions this year. We
listen but we don't judge.
It's decay.
So I just went to ChatGPT myself, and this is what I said. If you were Satan, what would you do to society and how? And this is the response I got. So if you want to read everything it says, you can pause the video, but I'll just read the titles. It says, destroy family and traditional values, corrupt education and indoctrinate the youth, weaken religion and mortality, promote division and chaos, encourage addiction and mental weakness, take over the economy and enslave the masses, control information and free speech, push transhumanism and dehumanization, and turn governments into totalitarian control systems. To me, that sounds pretty familiar. But anyway, I'll leave it there. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.